Welcome back to my slow siege of all of the Sith spaces. I'm not necessarily permanently avoiding that one double droid room, it's just I had no force to fight them with, and it was just going to be a chore slash I was going to immediately lose. So it seemed not ideal for me to engage. Trying to be efficient here, but they just fucking disregard my commands. I almost need like a WoW macro for like quickly casting all the things I want before I open a door. Hi! Oh, that's a mine. Hi! Do not walk into the mine. I'm manually steering you to not walk into the mine, please. Ooh, I leveled. Hi! Attacking from behind. And we got him. We'll deal with the gas mine. Very carefully. What do we got here? Skills. The usual. Powers. No feats. Oh. A master feed. 2 attacks per round are gained. That's like the basis of this build. So, yeah. You the barracks? Hi. I'm not spending 5 spikes to kill 2 normal guards. I mean, I do need to disable the force field, I think. Seems kind of important. We've been there. Training room. There's a cell cath in there. Steam control room? I think that's where I had my big fight before. In the disassembly room, I've been there before. The big thing I could do is I could attack some of those droids, but that's about it. I don't know why I couldn't damage that one droid for like 30 seconds straight of combat, if not longer, that one time. That was kind of weird. The fights are usually in hallways, the big ones at least. Hey, buddy. I only probably need to use buffs when I'm about to breach through a door. That's not the real door. Whatever room this is, it's tiny. Yeah, no, we're fine. Why didn't you jump? Fine. So at this point, I basically never want to use my normal attack. The only purpose is to do a jump. So if it's not going to be a jump, I want it to be a flurry. But the game's not always so understanding. I always have to remind myself that a barracks is basically a bunkhouse. I was first introduced to the idea by probably Age of Empires, and it was like a building that creates units. So I think of it as like a training facility, which it technically is, I guess. But like the primary thing that defines a barracks is basically the fact that it's a place people live in, but for military. Like, that's the more defining trait is the fact that it's a place a bunch of guards, a bunch of Marines can sleep in, more than anything. Hi, I'm back. Why did I do that? Let's make this a little easier on me.
Yes?
Did she just not cast it?
I'm here.
Like, I queued up a command then switched characters, figuring she'll do it. I don't think they're... What did you not cast? Energy resistance. I think there's just no clean way to cast all your buffs. Like, because when you're trying to multitask amongst all your characters, they'll just ignore you. And it's like, come on. Because I'm aware of the fact that these spells only last X number of seconds, so I want to cast them in conjunction across my Jedi at the same time, so that they're all ready, instead of slowly doing them all one by one. But when I switch between my characters, they just forget what I told them, and I'm like, what? Come on, there's got to be a way to do this. Oh, it's taking damage. It's taking less damage now. Oh, I'm not hitting. I'm not hitting. All of these bonus attacks and they just don't land. Oh no. It's tragic. Okay. At least that droid seems to have forgotten that its flamethrower exists. That's useful. So you have energy resist on and nothing else. I want to keep at least the shield on. And... Yes, big numbers. Oh my god, I'm seeing a sequence of numbers all at once now. Yes. That's what I want to see, is multiple numbers.
The Force fights with me.
There we go. I think ideally we would see 5 numbers. Because dual wielding gives you 2 attacks per turn. Flurry gives you 1 more attack per turn, taking it to 3. And then my force speed thing gives me 2 more attacks per turn, taking it to 5. I believe that's how that works. So I should have like 5 attacks every turn. Despite the animation still staying the same at being the 3 swings. So if every attack lands, you should see 5 red numbers pop up each time. For perspective.
No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work.
Where is that? The training annex. So it sounds like if I want to reach the training room, I need to hack it from here. Or wherever that was. I think it was further back. Wherever that computer was. This desk, I think? Yeah. Or not? Well, this is this room. Did I forget where I did it already? Maybe I'm wrong about a mechanic, but I thought you didn't have to slice into a computer twice. I thought that once you slice into something, you're in, and you can come back and reuse that same terminal. But maybe you do have to slice in, which means it costs stuff to get in, which would be rough. Like, I don't see any other computers I could have mistaken it for being. Like, that's where the droid fight was. And I'm pretty sure that when I hacked into the computer, it was after flow control, right? I must just be wrong about that mechanic. These characters really don't understand how to go around corners. It's a problem. Look how much struggle he's having. There's some critical pathing mistakes being made in this game. What? God damn it, I just hacked back into this thing and it doesn't give me access. Fuck. Cool, I just wasted resources. You can't gain access to that room via hacking? There's like usually you look at the camera feed for a particular room and then it gives you the option to like blow something up or hack something or so on and so forth.
No problem. Didn't work.
Acknowledgement.
What can I do?
Yes?
Yeah, I think his hacking skills are already being used here. Security 4. I think I might be the best at security anyway. 0. 10. 0. Still 0. Even with +4. Why? Weird.
No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work. No problem. Didn't work.
It would have been pretty funny if a +1 was all I needed. I just don't have a ton of related items, honestly, right now. Like, bonus to security. These are dexterity, constitution, and strength. Not intelligence, which would be what you'd need for security. Yeah. And you can't cut your way through. No problem. Didn't work. I guess me disabling that beam was also pointless. Because I've already been around. So I've just thrown away security spikes for no reason, basically. You expect such a big, important beam door to actually be like the one way through in order to justify that much resource being spent on securing one location. So when it's not that way, you're like, what do you mean? Why, they invested all these resources, didn't they? Seems like a weird choice.
I'm here.
Sure.
Fun, fun. Fun, fun, kill, kill. Thank you, bye-bye. Oh my god. There's some... Oh, yeah, there's some damage. Oh, there it goes. It's gone now. Bye-bye. Goodbye, damage. I know you well.
I'm here.
Do you have anti-droid? No. You only have force push and throw lightsaber. She does not have any of the anti-droid abilities. And two of you currently are in back attack territory. And it's just not helping. I think everybody might get an increased chance of hitting from behind. I'm not sure. I know scoundrels get the attack damage bonus. You shall fall. Alright, I'm running out of buffs. They only last so long. Yeah. Get that Jedi speed. Get the defense up because I don't want to have my health going down. Everybody do your buffs. Buffs. I forgot to... I didn't wait for it to finish. Whoops. See, left to his own devices, he won't use Master Flurry because he'd prefer to use regular attack. I disagree with this answer. Dude. He's suddenly immune to attacks. Nothing is hitting. Does he have like an increased defense spell?
What can I do?
What?
Yes?
Now we wait.
Sure. Sure.
We did it. It wasn't hitting us, it was just not getting hit. Huh. No parts to scavenge, huh? Oh. Well, that came as a bit of a surprise, didn't it? Hey, HK, how do you handle, red gas? Evil Sith gas. Pretty well. Never mind. Never mind. Not so great. Not good. What? It's just a generic fucking hacking room? What? Why did I come here? Oh, there's the thing for turning it off. Shit. That's how you turn it off, not the other one.
Sure.
But... why did I come here? That's weird. It's just like, there's like, here's a big obstacle. I wonder what's on the other side. A dead end room where you can't do anything? Oh. That's cool, I guess.
I'm here.
Maybe I can leave now. So maybe I don't need to heal HK. Huh. Well, that happened. That's like a really evocative, like, ooh, what's this place room? The big glowing red smoke room that does even damages droids. So it must be like acid or something, or corrosive in some way, and not just poison. So that's the real entrance right there. And over here is how I got in. Right? Yeah, I found my goal pretty quickly, and there was actually like...
No
less other stuff on the way than I thought. Droid repair was over there. Training annex, which I can't access. It feels like story is happening in there. Like the annex feels important, like I'm supposed to go there, but I just can't get there.
No problem. Didn't work.
The door has been permanently sealed. That's the supposed north computer room, but I can't use any of the terminals in that room. Right? Do I have to go back out the front door? Doesn't it defeat the entire purpose of using the back door in the first place if I have to leave via the front door? I feel like I'm just gonna get caught, right? But, like, the doors are all locked. How does this work? What? Why? Well, I guess I'm like trapped into doing this. So they don't have jail cells here? Everyone just always gets put into like these weird tiny pods like from Riven? What have I been charged with? How will you get me free? This is an unusual situation in that, for once in a game, I'm on trial for something that I'm definitely guilty for. Like, I'm definitely completely guilty. I absolutely just went in, fought a bunch of their dudes, disregarded their laws. But, like, as far as I could tell, it's like the way I was shepherded in, where it's like, it's the one way forward. Maybe I failed a skill check somewhere, like that first encounter that could have let me like just sneak in without having a big fight, but it seemed like I definitely got trapped having to fight. But like, I mean, in universe, I'm definitely the one breaking the laws here. I had authorization to enter. I have no prior association. These are just lies. Don't you need to ask more questions? How can you expect to defend me without getting more information? I think I'd rather represent myself. Fine. Represent me. I'm gonna die. Okay, come on. I wish to dismiss my arbiter. I will defend myself. At that point, he had thoroughly failed me, so I think it's safe to move on without him. The Sith lured me inside. They were secretly trying to lure me to the dark side. I refused and they attacked. I can't tell who agrees with me. Wow. What a trial. And now I'm just somewhere? Where am I? Oh, I've never been to this map before. That was a thing. Bastila and HK somewhere? There they are. That was them back there. Huh. They had a bunch of evidence against me. And then I just was like, well, here's an explanation. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they just let me go. I was completely guilty. Because I'm a light side Jedi, I went into a base, killed everyone, took the thing I needed in order to continue the story, then lied to the authorities about what happened, which put the blame of the whole situation on the people I killed. And now I think they're facing consequences for their behavior. It is like, I'm the good guy. It's definitely a scoundrel move. My background fits this behavior, I guess. Because I definitely just lied my way out of that situation.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
And 1,000 credits for what it was apparently a fist fight at a bar or something like that. Holy crap. In, like, by my standards, that's a lot of money. So there's 5 Selkath judges, but they all look exactly the same. So I had no idea of how many of them were turning towards or against my favor and so on during that trial, but I guess it worked out. Huh. That was one way to handle a storyline.
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
Huh. And that's the Republic.
One day soon, the Selkath will pay for the indignities they have inflicted on the Sith.
Okay, no, that definitely sounds Sith. Fair enough. So Judge Shelker answers questions. So the one that's an NPC that you actually interact with is the middle one. Maybe this is where you go to talk about the murder at the hotel? How did you know I was from the Republic? No, perfectly legitimate. I totally know what Transcell is, and I've heard of that planet, moon, space station. Is there a star map on this world? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry.
Jedi are renowned for being arbiters in times of need. We will investigate this matter as best we are able.
Okay, so he was seen leaving the scene of the crime. She was murdered and she was clutching a Republic medal, none of which is great news. That was also like the first time Bastila has spoken on this planet, and HK-47 just hasn't, so that's been disappointing for me bringing people along for dialogue purposes. Who would be good at a murder mystery? Well, I don't have... I'm trying to think of my characters. No one's Garrus in this party. We don't really have somebody that's... Yeah, like we don't have like a cop, basically. So everyone's kind of just a random series of characters. It's really... It's jarring. It's weird. They're like, I got arrested, and they're like, man... This is an open and shut case. Clearly you need to be arrested and you need to be put away in jail for the crimes you have done, that you've definitely done. Look at all this material evidence we got. And I was like, nah, here's an explanation. And they're like, alright, yeah, it works for me. And then 10 seconds later they're like, hey, you want to run a murder investigation? We apparently trust you completely now. And I'm like, I was just suspected of murder today. Surely you have other people that could investigate this that weren't suspected of murder today.
Do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
Is that the same mercenary that was talking to the Sith before?
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments.
He's not likely to be particularly interested in hiring me, not that I'm particularly interested in being hired. but it's because I'm already a Jedi. His whole point is to nab up people that the Sith might hire, and I'm not supposed to be a candidate for that, unless something's gone horribly wrong.
I was told that you're a friend of Jolie Bindo, and that Jolie has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. My husband, Sunry, and Jolie are old friends. Now Sunry needs Jolie's help.
I shall tell Jolie immediately.
Please, I beg you to bring Jolie to speak to me about my husband. Sunry's life depends on it.
Well, I guess we're going Bastila Jolie then for this planet. If this was Mass Effect, I'd have a member of my party that was this race, the Selkath. And then we'd be going around the Selkath planet with like a Selkath character that can kind of introduce me to their cultures and what's going on, while also kind of having a particular perspective on what's going on and having stakes. Because then you hopefully care about the character and you're like, oh man, this is really bad. Their planet is under threat or whatever's going on. And like, I care about this person. So even if I'm not invested in this culture and this world, I'm invested in somebody in my party who cares about this culture and this world. And that was a really effective tool throughout the Mass Effect trilogy, is having your characters be the people that you're meeting. Instead, this game was like, here's a Cathar and a Mandalorian. Cool. I'm like, okay? I don't remember. I mean, there are Mandalorians in some places in this game. I don't know if they play a heavy role in the next planet or not. But like, I don't think we're gonna see Cathar. Also, Twi'leks don't really. There's no Twi'lek planet in this game, and they don't play a heavy role in the story. You just randomly see a Twi'lek here and there. So a Twi'lek party member is kind of Whereas like they did do that with Kashyyyk. They gave us Zalbar, and it's like, oh, this makes sense. This is familiar BioWare. There's a planet based around a particular group of people, and we have a party member that's also a member of that group of people to make it kind of feel related to you more directly in an immediate way, because like you potentially have to live with the ramifications of your choices on this planet because the person that is most affected by these choices is coming with you, and so on. Interesting to find out that this... I found out about this mission multiple times now. I took it on as a mission earlier, and I found the crime scene, but I had no idea it had anything to do with Jolie until just now. So the timing's kind of funny there. Jolie has computer use skill? Strangely? Master Force Focus, Master Sense. +4 to the difficulty class of all saving throws. Yeah, this stuff's good. It makes it significantly... It means that the enemy has to pull off a significantly harder dice roll in order to actually resist his force abilities, so it makes them more potent than normal. And he has his +6 defense now. I can get him his last rank of dueling, and blaster deflection. Yeah, might as well. Powers. Heal is always nice, but he's also the one that has, like, offensive abilities. Destroy droid. 1 to 6 damage per level of the character. Wow. Attack somebody with your level in D6s. So it's eventually 20 D6. Unless there's a limit that it says later in the comment or something. He's like the only one that has the anti-droid ability. Yeah, it's just always good to have the better heal. That's a worthwhile thing.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Alright, so now we have the right party member along for the ride. I definitely sometimes wonder, like, should I just be following a guide that tells me which party member to take on each planet? Because because admittedly I do that kind of stuff a little bit with Mass Effect when I play those games. Not because I'm using a guide, but because I just know already sometimes which characters are really interesting to bring along.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Yes, I was already arbiter before we talked the first time, funnily enough. I guess I would potentially meet you first if I got here normally. I think she might be... Where's the door of this place? Was it in the other direction or here? Because she actually might be set up to block the door so you meet her first. But I got arrested first, so I teleported past her. Can you tell me anything about Sunry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age couldn't overpower a woman? I don't like some of these sentences.
I'm a Jedi, and one who is living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Wait, if you attack somebody from behind, then do you really need to overpower someone? I still need to see the evidence about this. Don't worry, Alora. I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Yep. Why we need to get to that room. That's West Central. I never checked what the other door did. So this must be how you get here from the other zone. So she would be blocking the way into this area with her, like, area of effect instant dialogue zone that she projects outward. So you're supposed to meet her first, then go to the courts. Or I guess meet her first, then go back to the ship and get Jolie, then go to the courts, then come back to her, and so on. But it all got fucky. It all got fucky. Yeah, so I'll talk to him, then I'll check out the scene, then I'll come back to him again after I've seen the scene to see if there's any follow-up questions to check in on. Like I discover something that contradicts what he said. Random prisoner?
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Okay. Guess he should be in here.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Selkath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think.
I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alassa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Selkath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Well, if you're working with the Republic, then I should be able to ask the people at the Republic to see if you were working as an agent or not. So they should be able to back up your story. Also, you said that there's no skin and hair fibers and stuff like that, but like, didn't you say you met her there? Wouldn't there be samples there then, even if you didn't commit the crime because you were there? Unless the scene of the crime took place in a different room. They also said that she was attacked from behind, so the whole thing of like, how could I ever overpower somebody? It's like, people can reasonably just hit somebody hard on the head from behind. It's not like, it's not a big tactical scuffle where there's like, they're having a battle of their wits and their strength at a prolonged engagement. It's like, it's one attack, potentially with a tool maybe. I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
A way into the embassy? Fuck, I was already inside. That might not be good. There's just a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Right, it wasn't even a blow to the back. It was a shot to the back. That really hurts his argument that it's like, look at me, I'm old and I'm damaged and I'm just in a bad state to shoot a gun at close range into someone's back. Seems like anyone could, like, there's a decent chance they could pull it off. But no, I think we'll get more use out of the things to clear up menu option after I've checked everyone else I can. Alright, so now the big investigation starts.
Well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Alright. Well, we'll see if we can find out if he's genuinely innocent or not. What do you know about the murder of Alassa? Nothing for now. Alright, well I've got a few different people to check. So I got the hotel and probably the Republic people. So I think I'd want to talk to them to see if he was working for them or not. Between those two things, this definitely seems like a quest that'll help me span the map and make sure I haven't missed other things along the way. Hopefully I haven't locked myself out of success by having already been inside there. Or hopefully I already picked up whatever quest item would have been important from there, but I don't remember any loose ends. We'll see.